What's going on, everyone? Harris Rubenstein here for NBA Now. No full show today, just going to take you through a couple news and rumors from across the NBA, and then we're going to get into my 5 most underrated teams heading into the 2018-2019 season. So, without further ado, let's get into our top rumor of the day. And we'll start with Kyrie Irving, because I've been telling you guys on NBA Now that this whole Kyrie Irving to the New York Knicks saga has been completely media-driven. And according to Cham Charania of The Athletic, that's apparently very true. He says, quote, Kyrie is happy in Boston. He's wanted his own team, and he has that in Boston. He says that Kyrie also has a very good relationship with Celtics youngster Jason Tatum and has enjoyed taking him under his wing. Look, all these links to other teams are normal. This is how the NBA works. This is how these players are going to be able to jump around and see how things are going to go. So his links to the Knicks, according to Shams, quote, is normal, but he doesn't think that Kyrie Irving is the kind of player that's going to jump from franchise to franchise. He said that he just left Cleveland because he wanted to go to a better run organization, and he has that in Boston. So let me know in the comments section below. Will Kyrie Irving stay with the Celtics? Give me a 1 for yes or give me a 2 for no. Personally, I say yes. I think the Celtics are going to sign him to a 3-year max deal, a 2-1. They'll give him 2 full years in Boston with a 1-year player option at the end of that. That'll take him through the Celtics' entire championship window until they have to start paying the youngsters and maybe some of the older players start to filter out a little bit. So will Kyrie Irving stay with the Celtics? Let me know in the comments section below. Let's stay in Boston and let's jump to Gordon Hayward, have a little update on him. Brad Stevens is giving Celtics fans a lot of great news, saying, quote, he'll be cleared for 5-on-5 very soon. So this lines up with the Celtics' initial Labor Day timeline for Gordon Hayward. And he's always been expected to be ready for the start of the regular season, but just to hear that he is on schedule is very, very good for any Celtics fan out there worried that he wasn't going to be ready for the start of the year. We know he's been dunking, we know he's been shooting, and we know he's been with the team pretty regularly preparing for this upcoming season. Once he's cleared for 5-on-5s, I guarantee you we'll have some videos of him going up against his Celtics teammates. So as soon as we have that, make sure to check out NBA Now for those videos. Let's go to our next piece of news here. Apparently, the Minnesota Timberwolves, as we reported on Tuesday, are actively pursuing Luol Deng, which is not a huge surprise because this was widely expected. Deng played under Tom Thibodeau in Chicago way back when, and it seems that Thibodeau is interested in putting together the 2013 Bulls on the 2018 Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, if they do pick up Luol Deng, it'll be interesting to see if they also go after former Bulls teammate Joakim Noah, because I'm not even kidding that they're putting together the entire 2013 Bulls lineup. They are. Jimmy Butler, Taj Gibson, and Derrick Rose are already on this team. If you get Luol Deng and get Joakim Noah, that's the Bulls' entire starting 5 from Tom Thibodeau's time in Chicago. You pick up Carlos Boozer and you pick up Mike Dunleavy, and boom, you have the whole set, and you could sell it on eBay like a bunch of trading cards. I don't really understand why the Minnesota Timberwolves want Luol Deng. They don't really use their bench anyway, but I suppose they just want to get another veteran, though Luol Deng hasn't exactly played a lot of basketball the past 2 seasons. Let's go to our next rumor here. The Suns are apparently not interested in George Hill, which again confirms another team does watch NBA Now here at Chad Sports. So we know that the Suns desperately need a starting point guard, but apparently they are not interested in trading for George Hill. Not a huge surprise. He has $37 million over the next 2 years on his contract. But after that, there are not a lot of available point guards around the NBA right now. So our first top 5 list had Terry Rozier, Spencer Dinwiddie, Kemba Walker, Patrick Beverley, and George Hill. This is from our show on Tuesday. And now that George Hill isn't really an option, we have to replace our number 5 guy. So how about Chris Dunn of the Chicago Bulls as a point guard the Suns could trade for? I don't think the Bulls would actually end up trading him, but if the Suns are looking to get a ball handler and a distributor who is on his rookie contract, Chris Dunn would actually be a pretty good option for them. He'd be able to sit next to the likes of Devin Booker and be able to push the ball down low to DeAndre Ayton. I think the Bulls like Chris Dunn a lot, and I don't think they're ready to trade him right now, but if the Suns throw a good enough offer at him, I think you can get just about any player in the NBA. Let's go to our next rumor here. Apparently, Dave Fizdale wants Kevin Knox to be aggressive and to attack on offense this season. Obviously, we saw Kevin Knox in the Summer League look fantastic, way better than I initially expected him to be right out of college. But with Kristaps Porzingis most likely out until December, the Knicks don't really have another elite offensive option on this team. We know that the likes of Frankie Smokes has not really turned into the elite offensive player they want. Tim Hardaway Jr., I don't think anyone would call him an elite offensive player. And then after that, it kind of just dwindles down as the overall point scorers on this Knicks team. So it really opens up a big-time opportunity for Kevin Knox to come in and be an instant impact player on this Knicks team. If you throw back to some of our reports from Summer League, you know that the Knicks are going to start Kevin Knox at that small forward position and allow Tim Hardaway to play his more natural two-guard position at the shooting guard spot. So we'll see what happens with Kevin Knox going forward. But as of right now, they seem to have big plans for him in the Big Apple. Let's go to our next piece of news. Udonis Haslem has returned to the Miami Heat for his 16th season. Not only is it his 16th season, this is his 16th season with the Miami Heat, which makes him the longest tenured player of any single team in the NBA after Dirk Nowitzki, who is widely expected to retire after this upcoming season. Though I do wonder, will this convince Dwayne Wade to officially return? We said on Tuesday that he's starting to lean towards coming back for this upcoming season, but we do know that Dwayne Wade and Udonis Haslem are very close. They've played together for over a decade and a half now, so it'll be interesting to see what Dwayne Wade does now that Udonis Haslem is coming back. I've always expected Dwayne Wade to play at least one more season. I guess, if you can get that money, you can make that money. But for now, the Miami Heat still one of the weirdest rosters in the entire NBA. In fact, I'm starting to think that maybe the Suns should go after Goran Dragic and try to bring him back to Phoenix. I don't know how crazy Goran would be about that, but it wouldn't be the worst trade in the world for either side. Let's go to our last rumor here. Unfortunately, more of a sad piece of news. Richard DeVos, the owner of the Orlando Magic, has unfortunately passed away. He's owned the team since 1991. He bought the Magic back for $85 million, which is actually almost half of what the Lakers are paying LeBron James over the course of his entire contract. So just to give you a little bit of an example of how much value there is in an NBA franchise today. Fun fact, though, the reason he bought the Orlando Magic, he actually tried to start an expansion Major League Baseball team in Orlando and failed, but wanted a pro sports league team so badly that he ended up buying the Orlando Magic. So that's going to do it for our NBA rumors today. You can follow me on Twitter @SportsDean for all of your NBA news and updates.